What my sister
Hi, we're here with Keith right now. And
That's
he's talking
me.
about Doggie Joe, his classmate in grade school.
1967, Doggie Joe was a girl who was not that pretty.
Wait, I thought Doggie Joe was a guy.
Oh, Doggie Joe was a girl, and she wasn't very pretty, so we called her Doggie Joe. Now, in
Fucking me.
1967, Mrs. Tidwell called a meeting in the class, and everybody had to be in the room. And she goes, "It's not nice to call her Doggie Joe because she's a girl and she's very pretty, and we shouldn't call her Doggie Joe."
Why'd you call her Doggie Joe?
Well, because she was doggy looking. She wasn't that pretty. She had a little thing right there. It was
Not only
like
did she look like a guy.
no, she doesn't look like a guy. But she had
Well, you
this-
named her Joe.
No, her name was Joe. Oh, I see. Where you think that because her name was Joe that she was a guy, but it was actually Joe, like
Yeah.
Josephine. It was short for Josephine or Josephina or something along that line. But it was a girl.
Okay.
Anyways, so
So her name's Doggie Joe.
her name was Joe, and we got all in trouble. We felt that was very not respectable for her. And they said, "Do not say that again. That's just not right."
Do you
That
feel
was-
bad?
I never called her Doggie Joe. It was my colleagues at the time.
You had fucking colleagues in grade school.
They were my colleagues at the time. But at that time, at a young age of 7, I knew that was disrespectful, so I never called her that. I just called her Joe. And even Mrs. Tidwell, my teacher, said, "Keith doesn't call her Doggie Joe. Why do you?" And I was like, I was so freaking embarrassed because I wanted to be a part of my colleagues, but then I became disfranchised because I wasn't. I was like, I wasn't calling her Doggie Joe and everyone else was, and that's it,
So you were the better person.
I was, but I didn't want to be recognized as the better person. I wanted to conform. Conformity was very important at 7. I wanted to conform with
At 7 years old.
I wanted to be.
What's that fucking
I-
prep?
I
First
wanted-
grade?
Yes, I wanted to be more a part of the group, but I wasn't because I respected Doggie Joe. I didn't call her that. I called her Joe, which was her name,
Right?
and all my friends called her Doggie Joe. And Mrs. Tidwell pointed that out, and then I turned red because she pointed out how great a guy I was, and I didn't, it was like, oh shit.
Alright, well, I heard Doggie Joe now is, number one, she works for the Defense Department.
She does. She is part of. No, it's not really defense. It's actually the NASA in Flint Ridge, California, actually, and she's manned the probe to go to Mars, and as a result, she's going to Mars.
Well, so they can name the first Mars, what do you call that, canine probe?
She's going to the. So maybe it all everything kind of goes back in these circles. Everything comes around.
Dude, I think it's time to go, man.
All right.
They're starting to... Alright. They're telling the reports. What state are we in?
We're in California,
In California, okay.
Los Angeles,
Los
to be more
Angeles.
specific.
Alright, well, we're having breakfast. Is that orange juice? It's a screwdriver.
This is orange juice, but it's got vodka in it.
Alright, take a look. Alright. Say goodbye to Doggie Joe.
Goodbye, Doggie Joe. We're all sorry for our misdeeds.
Okay. Goodbye, Doggie Joe.
We love you, Doggie Joe. We all love you.
Rough.